Hello, video. Welcome back to the show. I've got my friend Eddie here, and I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
Has it been a year?
Close to almost a year.
Did you leave Dimmagetti?
Happy hour. I mean, the drinking was getting to me. I stayed there 7 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's why I haven't seen you.
Yeah. I wanted to go back here, but I gave up my apartment here. So the landlord was a real good friend of mine. So he says, "Oh, the guy will be gone in 6 months. You know, so you can come back here." I said, "Okay." So I decided to stay up there with the same rent.
Yeah.
Well, I was paying $7,500 in Valencia.
Mm.
I'm paying $8,500 now. Same apartment. But he redid the cabinets. He redid everything.
That's still a great price, man. For you
Yeah.
think of what it costs for
Yeah, it's
America,
cool.
you know. Yeah.
It's cool, Valencia. It's cool. It's gated.
Yeah.
It's a condo. It's gated. It's nice. All brand new furniture. I have cabinets, work, everything. So I like it there.
Did you have to sign a year lease or
No.
no?
Month to month.
Wow.
Month to month.
And what, just first month's deposit or security or what?
Yeah, I paid a month's deposit, right, and first month's rent.
Okay. Wow, that's a great deal.
Yeah, so I pay that. The electricity bill's cheaper because up in Valencia, up in Angeles, my average electric bill was like $4,500 to $5,500 a month. That's about $90
That's a lot.
over there.
I thought you were in a hotel.
Yeah, well, the hotel was a dormotel.
Oh,
It's a hotel, but you can rent it by the day.
yeah.
But if you rent it by the month, you have to. There's an electric meter
Oh, okay.
inside the room, and they'll charge the electricity separate. Right, so that's a little bit deceiving here, but it's their electricity, my electricity, not theirs. But I came back down here. The electric bill here was like, first month here was $900, 900 pesos, 1,000 pesos. You know,
Oh,
so that's quite a change there. So I'm happy here. Now I'm starting to save more money here. I'm going to be going to every month travel.
where are you going to go next?
I want to go to Siquijor. There's a Siquijor at the Bohol.
Right there, we can see it.
Yeah. Oh, that's Siquijor there.
There it is,
Sure
yeah.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, that's close. Yeah. So turn it, you're looking at Siquijor. Yeah. Wow, that's cool, man. Look at that. I thought it was part of Cebu or something.
It's farther than it looks, you know. I don't know how many miles it is, but
Yeah, that's
it'll take a
cool.
while to get there on a boat.
Yeah.
So, your budget's working out okay. You're still in $1,300 a month, but that's going to be going up soon, isn't it?
It went up now because I got I'm gonna be getting monetized with YouTube, and also my military disability kicked in. So before I talked about it, how they got 10% and 20%, and I didn't get anything, and then I kept getting denied because of my injury. When I was in the military, I fell quite a bit, and I busted my leg. The tibia and the fibula went apart, blood gushing. Took me to the hospital, and I was stationed there at Fort Pendleton for a while in San Diego.
It's nice there,
And
right?
when I got out, they told me they were going to give me a disability for life. And
But it was a tiny amount, though, was it? How much was it a month to work out to?
it was such a long time ago. It was either 10 or 20% they offered, but it was for life. It was something. It was nothing. But when you're a kid,
Yeah.
you know, I said, "Well."
So what are you going to get now? How much are you getting now?
I'm not quite sure, but I think it's going to be about $1,000.
$1,000 a month?
Yeah. I think so.
Wow,
We'll see.
that's a big jump
Yeah,
for you.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
because
huge.
they say it was pre-existing condition, but back then they were denying everybody. But here, I met some guys that fought for me. They have a team of lawyers and stuff, and they fought for me, and they got it. And
Oh, that's great.
They arranged that for me.
So when will that start kicking in?
Soon, I hope. You know?
It like almost doubles your monthly income, huh?
Yeah, get more savings. You know,
Wow,
so
that's great.
So I'm gonna try to live on maybe $1,800.
No, that should be easy.
Live on $1,800 and travel. And the rest. So hope to do that. But my friend who hooked me up and stuff, the company, they're going to be coming down here. They're going to be opening up an office soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we don't know where, but we will.
We'll have to interview them, you know, so they can help other people.
Yeah. They'll be coming down here, opening up an office soon.
Mm.
I'm trying to get them to open up an office near JR.
Mm-hmm.
Or RJ.
Yeah, JR. Yeah, I know those guys. I've interviewed them. The
I'm
owner.
hoping to open up next to that way when they get their visas, they can talk to them, see if they qualify.
I like to
don't
see all those
qualify.
places move to the mall. I don't like that. I never liked that location where immigration is and
Yeah.
all that stuff.
I
They can-
kind of like it. I kind of like it. It's very Filipino-ish.
yeah, it sure is. Yeah, it sure is.
I kind of like it. It's low profile. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like the service. JLC for 1,000 pesos, you just drop off your passport, and boom, he gets it done.
Yeah, they're
But now
great.
there's another place right across the hall from JR.
Yeah.
It's 500 pesos.
Oh, competition.
So they just opened up. So they.
Yeah, I think there's three of them.
Like crab mentality.
Yeah,
You
there's-
see somebody is successful.
That's the way it is here in the Philippines. Somebody opens a fruit stand selling oranges and bananas. Somebody will open another one right next to you selling oranges and bananas.
They couldn't open up somewhere else with it.
Or something new. They always
Hurt
copy.
this guy's business. They were going right for his clientele.
Yeah.
I told him to go by Bogart's, all the expats over there.
Hmm.
Over there.
So you're on a tourist visa, right?
Yep. Now they changed it.
How they change it?
Before it was every 6 months.
Yeah.
Now it's every 2 months.
Okay, that's what I always did anyway. It was 2 months. I heard you can do it online now, though. Say it's
Somebody
really
told me
easy.
that.
Yeah, it's
Somebody
supposed to be
told me
really
that.
easy.
People at the driving bureau told me that.
Yeah, I heard it's really
Yeah.
easy.
Been here 2 years with California driver's license. I gotta turn it on. I've been illegal, yeah.
Yeah. I did that too. I was on my expired Kentucky license for like 3 or 4 years until I
Yeah.
finally was able to, go to the LTO and get it all worked out and get a regular driver's license. But once you do, at least it's good for 5 or 10 years.
Yeah.
So, you got any plans to go back to America and visit family or anything? Or
Yes, I do. I plan to visit them. I gotta fix my California driver's license.
Yeah.
My California driver's license is going to get expired in the next few months. I have to fix that. I want to see my grandchildren really bad. And of course, I lost my my debit card expired, and my credit card, all that's gone. So I have to go back down there to redo that now, because to get a money transfer from Zoom or Western Union, it seems that I don't have a debit card. It takes 6 days to transfer. So once I get my Social Security, I ask for the money. It takes 6 days now, 4 to 6 working days.
well, your bank can't send you another credit card or debit card?
I just keep
What bank do you
thinking,
have? What bank do you
Wells
have?
Fargo. I keep thinking I'm going to go over there.
Well, my bank, PNC, my card expired, and they sent me one. Oh no, it was a fraudulent charge that was on there, and they canceled the card, and so my card wasn't working. So anyway, my bank PNC sent me FedEx a new card.
The bank sent you FedEx?
Yeah, and also Charles Schwab will do the same thing, send you a brand new card. So you give them an address here and talk to your bank, and they should send it to you.
How do you figure give them an address here? It's so hard to give somebody an address.
Well, you
down
just-
by the road, turn left.
Well,
at
you
the-
ask your landlord. Ask your landlord.
Turn left at the at the Eggman and
Yeah.
go here.
You got to ask your landlord, or you go to, if you're being in Valencia, the easiest thing is just go to the post office there and get a P.O. box. Have it sent to the post office in Valencia. I've gotten mail there before when I lived up there.
Smart.
You know, you can do
Smart
that.
move. Good move.
Yeah. Or if
do
you got a family and friends, that they can send it to their
I
house.
like the post office box. Good move. Yeah.
But if you got
Very
family or friends, at home, they can have it sent to them, and they can put it in an envelope and send it FedEx, to you, and it'll get here in a few days. Or they can send it regular mail, and it'll get here like a month. But
Right.
FedEx will get here, but the thing is, it's going to cost about $100. FedEx is expensive even for an envelope, but we'll get here. I've gotten several FedExes.
Oh, so the bank will send it to you FedEx, but they'll charge you.
No, my bank didn't charge me anything. I don't know what
Okay.
your bank would do. My bank sent it for free. I was surprised. Didn't charge me nothing. And I think Charles Schwab doesn't charge either. But I don't know about Wells Fargo. But there's different things you can do. A lot of guys are using what's called TransferWise. They transfer the money from their bank to TransferWise. Then you can just go several places here in the Philippines and pick it up.
That's what I'm doing now with
Yeah.
Zoom or Wells
Yeah.
Fargo. I mean, Zoom or Western Union.
Western Union is too expensive. They rip you off.
Not really.
No.
Not no
See,
more.
huh?
It's $3.99.
But you have to look at the exchange rate. Make sure the exchange rate is because
The exchange rate, they might rip you
that's
off
where
an
they
exchange
stick
rate.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where they
All of them
stick.
rip you off an exchange rate.
Yeah.
Almost all of them. That's how they make their money.
Yeah.
The fee's $3.99.
Do you think you might go back? Where would you go back to if you went back to visit?
Well, I would go to California for a week, settle my problems with my bank and other things there, my driver's license, and then go to my son's house in New Mexico. Then go to my sister's down in Florida. I got 2 sons in New Jersey.
A lot of traveling.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm going to go there. I don't think since the last interview I did, they got upset at me. Yeah, they didn't like me mentioning them. Yeah, so yeah.
So how long have you been in the Philippines now?
Going on 2 years.
Wow, 2 years. Yeah, I met you. You'd only been here a few weeks.
Man, I love it here. I love it. I missed it. I miss home every day. You know, sometimes I lay back and I cry. Tears come out. I'm thinking of my kids. You know, my grandchildren. I watch them on video.
Yeah.
It breaks my heart, man. It really breaks my heart. But yeah, my blood pressure's down. My weight's down. Heck, you see how fat I was before.
Yeah.
Right? My weight's down.
I know guys who've gotten off almost all their medication, especially if it's heart or blood pressure stuff.
My blood sugar is normal.
Yeah.
My blood sugar was like when I got here it was like 9 point something. Now it's 6.3.
Huh.
So it's at the very end of normal, but
Yeah.
it's, you know, so it's great there. So I still take medication for my dementia. You know, did you know? I don't think you knew that, right?
No.
Yeah, I'm out of the clouds now. Dementia. It's I keep forgetting.
Well,
things.
how have you found the price of medications here in the Philippines as opposed to America? Like for me,
It's not cheaper. Some things are cheaper, some things are more.
yeah, like lisinopril was the blood pressure medicine I was on.
That stuff there is real cheap for me.
Yeah, Walmart. Well, Walmart in America, I was buying 3 months supply for $12. Here, I was at the pharmacy yesterday, and a 3 month supply was like over 100 US for lisinopril, which is a very, very common blood pressure medicine.
I don't quite know my medicine to my. I know I take metformin, lisinopril. At what's that?
Where do you buy them at?
I get them from the U.S.
Oh.
I get them from the U.S. there.
And then they sent them to you?
I stocked up on it.
Oh, you stocked up on it?
Now they kind of expired.
Doesn't matter if it
That's one of
expired.
the reasons I'm going back down there.
Take them anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, I came out, you know, in metformin. I'd been taking that, but I stopped taking it. The Lisinopril, I take that a little bit. The Lisinopril is for the blood pressure, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And Advil is for cholesterol, right?
I don't know. I don't take that.
I was taking that. And I'm taking that. So now I stopped taking those stuff altogether. I take some medication they gave me for depression and dementia. A lot of coconut oil. I had one of the bloggers that told me to take coconut oil, and that works a lot. And exercise, so that helps a lot.
So how do you feel physically as compared to when you first got here?
God, just getting on the scooter.
Yeah.
And moving the scooter, just picking the leg.
Yeah.
Every time you get on off the scooter,
Yeah.
believe it or not, that's exercise.
Yeah.
And just moving around the scooter, you turn this way, you turn that with your body, your core muscles going this way, that. I was eating the same. I've been losing weight steadily. Now I went to Angela. I got down to about 90. I say I get down to 90. I wanted to get down to 90. I get down to 94, sometimes 92. Average up on and off like that with the weight. Depends how much stuff I got in my system, you know?
You mean kilos or what?
Kilos, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then I went to Angela City and I went up to 102 kilos. So now I'm dieting again. So I'm down to 100 now, 101 now. So it's you know, I'm obese. My family's obese. You know?
You're not obese. I know obese. You're not obese.
Well, it's big bone. You know, my family's that way, and it's a never-ending struggle.
Yeah.
You know, anybody who says difference, they're full of shit. I'm sorry, excuse me.
Yeah.
They're full of beep.
Yeah.
But that was it. You know,
So how do you find the social life here? You got a girlfriend now and everything, and that's all good. And you got a lot of friends, or?
Well, not as girlfriend. She's
I
my
mean,
camera
friend.
girl.
Yeah.
But she's real nice. I have friends here. Not really. I kind
You
of
meet a lot of people, or?
I meet a lot of people. A lot of people. I love the locals. The foreigners, they're okay, but they seem to get tired of you quick.
Mm-hmm.
I can see why they get tired of me quick. I'm pretty flamboyant and pretty out there. Yeah.
Mm.
I'm just, that's me. I can't change. I'm not going to change for nobody.
Mm.
And they're like fair weather friends.
Yeah.
I got a couple of friends here that are real nice. There's a couple more I'm trying to find. Ali and Gunny.
Yeah. Ollie lives up in Valencia.
They're how you say, both of them are like to quote Raggedy Ann and Andy.
Ollie's
paper
on
hearts in, paper flowers.
Ollie's on Facebook. Just send him a message on Facebook. I heard from him this morning, as a matter of
Just
fact.
on the alley?
Ali, yeah, he's on Facebook.
Are you sure I won't get one having Ali's family or something?
No, just Ali's on Facebook. Send him a friend request.
Well, I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'll do that there.
Mm.
But Mark, this spread you got here, it's so tranquil.
Yeah.
So nice, man. Guys, if you want to see a nice place, you got to visit. Right, Mark. Visit Mark and look for his place. If you don't want to visit Mark, just sneak on. Go to the beach and sneak.
Yeah, we're fortunate. We got a really nice beach here, and there's some good snorkeling out there too. I was out there yesterday with my friends, and a great big turtle came up, about 10 yards from us.
Wow.
And I don't see a lot of turtles out there. There's a lot more down towards Darwin and Zambagita, but out here I haven't seen that many.
The thing I hate about the beaches in Negros, with the exception of Darwin Beach, the public Darwin Beach.
Yeah.
The exception of that is the rocks.
Yeah, we don't have that here.
I mean, I was over at I was over at Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah, I was there.
And I slipped and I fell, and a rock hit my chest.
Oh.
Man, I think I cracked a rib or something. I was in pain, man.
I went snorkeling there, and the problem is, unless it's high tide, because of the way the coral and the rocks are, you can't get out into the ocean because there's too many rocks and too much coral.
They got so many sea urchins over there.
Yeah.
Whole place is sea urchin. You got to wear big shoes, or else you're in trouble.
Yeah, it's the same problem down in Darwin here at the Marine Sanctuary. It's really nice if you're there high enough tide, you can get out past the coral where all the cool stuff is. You see right here, we've just got smooth sand. Like it's high tide right now. We got smooth sand, and you can see the color change out there. That's all white sand out there. And when it's low tide, you can go out 200 yards and be in like 2 feet of crystal clear water. And it's nice and warm,
No rocks or nothing.
No, we just sit out there.
Amazing.
We just sit out there. We got these floats that we go on, and you go out farther. We go really far out there. Sometimes we'll just drift all the way down to the pier and then swim back. But it's really, really nice out there. I'm out there every day. I've been out there at night. I've been out there when there's a storm.
Yeah, I like the beaches over at Bentine Island.
I've never been there.
Oh, you gotta go.
Yeah.
Just the people are so nice. You just drive around there. It's really laid back, really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that, what else? So my brother's movie.
Which brother is this? Is this brother?
The older one that just passed.
Okay.
He was like
How old was he?
72. He passed.
What happened?
Just
Old age?
he was in his chair. He died. And he was he abused social drugs in the 80s, like everybody else did.
Yeah.
And he just kept going in the 80s, 90s. He was very rich. He liked cocaine, stuff like that. He moved to Spain. I followed. He went to Panama. And there he passed. And he was staying up all night in his chair. He woke up the next morning. He was passed.
I've talked to quite a few guys, older guys, but most of them ended up dying where they actually sleep in like a lazy boy chair. They don't go to bed.
That's how he died.
And they die in the lazy boy chair. Yeah.
That lazy boy chair. I said, I don't know what it is, but he was in a lazy boy. He died sitting down. And anyway, the movie is it's still in production. It's DiCaprio's the producer. His company, that's the distributor's Paramount. The lead actor is Benicio del Toro.
This is a movie about your brother's life, or about just about his?
It's about the Cuban mob, and there was 2 outfits in New York.
Yeah.
There was a corporation. There was a company. At first, first of all, they were both friends.
Yeah.
And it was like 4 or 5 of them were friends. And they started and they went down to Miami, and in Miami they decided to pull their monies together and form a corporation. And my brother has seen the painting, people there, he couldn't, my brother was gifted convincing people.
Yeah, gifted the gab.
He was like Donald Trump, Cuban style.
Okay.
Right? He would convince people, business-wise and that, and him and Butler were like real good friends, and they were down there. They were forming a corporation. Then a bunch of other people, so like 4 or 5 guys, main guys, and a bunch of other people came in. They wanted to associate themselves, and my brother said, "So many people." So he says, "No, I'm going to go on my own." So he went on his own. And
Well, what did the corporation do?
numbers.
Oh, numbers. So
Just like the little numbers.
illegal.
store here.
Illegal, right?
But it was illegal. It was based on the
Numbers game. Yeah.
the amount of money handled on the racetracks.
Okay.
And
Don't they have numbers here in the Philippines? They sell little yellow booths. Have you ever? I don't know anything
they
about
got one
them.
sponsored by the state, another one sponsored by the Negros government.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I just see them everywhere.
The old governor ran it, and then the new governor came in, and for 2 weeks they closed that down.
Oh.
And that's when the new governor got killed.
Oh.
What happened? I don't know. But I'm just telling you facts. The time period.
Huh. Didn't know
Now,
that.
but the old governor's wife now runs the numbers there.
So this movie is going to be about the kind of the numbers racket and
In
where
New York, yeah.
in New York, yeah.
In New York City, how the Cubans started this, and then
How many numbers are there, by the way? How many do you pick? How many numbers do you pick? Like 4 or 5 numbers?
well, you can pick one number. You can pick 2 numbers. One number is single action.
I mean, how many digits?
Yeah, 1 digit is
Okay.
single action.
Okay.
That will pay you 8 to 1
Yeah.
or 9 to 1, depending on the bank. Bolita will pay you 64 to 1.
Oh.
You have your straights, they'll pay you 600 or 650 to 1. Then you have your 4, that will pay you 2 or 3,000 to 1. 4 numbers. You had that there. I think my brother grew really huge, really huge. He had over $1. He became the biggest corporation. The whole movie's about the corporation. But my brother's benched in it and stuff like that. And I don't know if they're gonna make another one about my brother or not. But
Well, this is organized crime, so was there violence involved too, or?
no, my brother, like I said, Donald Trump, my brother's all
Yeah.
convinced him. Well,
Well, how much of what percentage of the money that come in does the corporation get to keep? Is it 50% or more, or how much?
corporation, I don't know much about the corporation. I know my brother's stuff. The corporation has so many partners. I think they had, depends on the percentage of the partner. The percentage of the partner that they have there, and they'll give them so
Yeah.
much. Was my brother's business, plain and simple, he had his stores, and his main partner had his stores. Then other people, like they will come to my print shop, they want to talk to my brother, I hook up meetings with my brother and them, and they'll join my brother's operation. That's when
Right.
my brother started growing like crazy.
So they have, like, say, a dry cleaner or something, then they can also on the side be selling numbers.
Yeah.
People can go and place a bet, right? Legitimate businesses. So when you say
Like, for example,
stores,
I found many stores with my brother. I would go into a business
yeah,
and I would tell them, listen to how much money you pay rent here. And the location was good.
Yeah.
The good thing is about, for numbers, the location is, the good location is the poor neighborhoods.
yeah,
The poorer the neighborhood, the better the numbers. Because the more people need to bet a penny.
yeah.
Where else can you bet 1 penny and get $6?
Wow.
You know? So people, they think a penny is nothing. If I penny, put in a number, and
Yeah.
you know, and they won't pay a penny. They'll pay 100, you know, hundreds of pennies. But that and I'm sorry, I lost track, man.
No, that's right. That's all we were talking about. That how much they make.
Oh yeah, and my brother, his people were, he paid them 50% of the profit.
Oh,
So my brother was very legit with the people. He would give them like somebody else. Let's say somebody else already has a number store,
mm-hmm.
and they're collecting say $10,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And the corporation, what they'll do is give them, right, 25% up front,
Wow.
but they have to pay all their bills, salaries, electricity,
Yeah.
everything on that 25%.
Right.
And that 25% they had to pay that. Where my brother says, no, don't worry about it. We'll pay all the bills and everything, and we'll give you 50% of the profit.
Wow.
So,
You can see why they would definitely want to do that, you know. And probably if you get caught, it's a slap on the wrist anyway, right? It's like not going to go to prison for it.
no, the employees own their own businesses.
Mm-hmm.
My brother has his employees as well. But most of the boliteros, that's the guys who own the store and they did numbers on the side.
Yeah.
They would pay their salaries, their rent, their electricity because they have a business, pays the stuff in there, it's just included. And at the end of the month, the store owner knows exactly what the profit margin is because the pickup van comes, collects the money. The pickup van pays the hits the next day or the same day. Always one day, no more. My brother paid quick. That was the secret of his success. And started to grow. People coming to us, we started growing.
So how's it end up being a movie? Like who? And since your brother's passed away, who's going to get the money for the movie?
Well, my brother wasn't going to get the money for it.
It wasn't?
It's not my brother's movie at all.
Okay.
The money goes to
Well, somebody wrote a book about
the
it?
guy who wrote the book. I forgot his name, but he wrote the book. I met him on the street.
What was the name of the book?
The corporation.
The Corporation, okay.
Cuban mafia tales, man. And DiCaprio bought the movie rights.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and they're going to come out with it in pre-production. DiCaprio got so many movies.
Yeah.
He got hundreds of movies, so it's on the back burner. I don't know.
There's a big demand now with like cable TV and streaming. Like there's a real demand for content.
Yeah.
So
But the books
they're actually making a lot more movies and TV shows now than they did, say, 30 years ago.
Yeah, but Paramount already wants to distribute it.
Wow.
And the whole thing is basically on, I don't know, they're going to write the script. I don't know. It's above my level
Yeah, it's
of
interesting.
understanding.
Though. Yeah, interesting.
That's the truth there. It's pretty cool.
And so you have another brother that's alive?
No, he's dead too.
How old was he?
56.
He died at 56? What happened to him?
Smoker.
Oh, a smoker? Yeah, that'll do it.
Smoker. So sad. So sad.
So you gotta make the most of every single day. You have to live in the moment, and make the most of every day. Because even guys I know, they're super fit. I know guys that are super fit that drop dead or had an accident or whatever. So you have to make the most of every day.
I'm thinking of my brother.
Yeah, you have to make the most of every day.
You know, if I can say anything, guys, if you have a family member,
Yeah.
a real good friend that you have a beef with, or your brother, like me, my brother Tony, I always had beef since a little kid. It was a competition kind of thing. And I always fight with him. Fight. But when he got sick, he got really close to me, and then we were talking and stuff like that. I started noticing how much he meant to me, man. I mean, Tony would stick up for me. He would fight my battles. I mean, we lived with the Irish and the Italians in Washington Heights, Inwood, Washington Heights, New York. I went to the same school as, well, after Jabbar. Back then it was Lou Alcindor. Went to school, St. Jude's School. And then there was a crowd called Dynamics, the Irish brother. See, back then it wasn't gangs with knives or fights. It was just fist fights and football games and football games and stickball. You play out in the street and your mother's outside in the window, like the old thing, Kiki, Tony, and that you'll yell at us like that. The worst regrets in life is not fixing the problems you have today.
Yeah.
Okay? Especially with family.
Yeah, that's good
Okay?
advice.
It's fair because he died. Ooh. He died, gosh, 14, 13 years ago.
Hmm.
And it's that one day I sit there, I pray for him. I pray for his forgiveness. You know, I pray to God to forgive him for our fights and all the life. And it's hard, guys.
Yeah.
And no bola. In Philippines, bola means BS.
Yeah. So do you have any in life, do you have, if there's some you could go back in time and change, I'm assuming that's one of them, go back and
Oh,
change
hell
things with
yeah.
that, but anything else that you could go to your younger self and give yourself some advice, you know, about what to do in the future and stuff like that, things you wish you knew then that you know now?
I wish I knew I was dyslexic before it happened. I discovered I was dyslexic in 6th grade with Sister Helen. She was a nun in my military school. I was going to a seminary military school. Believe it or not, in New York they had a school for children from 6th grade to high school to study, to become priest at the same time, be military.
Really? Wow.
No kidding. I guess the military was to discipline the kids and
Why'd you
church.
go, who decided to send you there? Your mom and dad or what?
Well, I got left back 2nd and 3rd grade. They just assumed I was lazy and just didn't want to learn anything. I would hang out outside with my friends and I just couldn't
Focus?
focus
Yeah.
to reading wise. And then Sister Helen taught me that how to read with dyslexia, little books she found and stuff like that. But it wasn't until I got in my 50s, I discovered a program by the name of dyslexia. It's a Dutch guy by the name of Christian. He made this program with the type, the fonts are three-dimensional in the way they're shaped, and he has 22 yellow on the back and some kind of blue that it works with the brain.
Interesting.
And that there, I started doing that, and then that motivated me to write children's books with my wife, then wife, on it's called Dyslexic Friendly Books. They're on Facebook there, but I stopped doing them. They're made, but just got pricey.
Yeah.
And no, it's just books based on one sound, one book. So you want they're free. Go on Dyslexic Friendly Books, and it's not it's on Facebook only. I'm not even I just leave it there. I don't even.
I know with some people who are dyslexic, for example, if you're looking at the alphabet and you look at a little D or a small b,
Right.
it looks the same. You don't see the difference,
Well,
you know?
it's different forms of dyslexia.
Yeah.
Mine was with anxiety and I couldn't focus on one word reading. I would focus on a word and I go to the next. You know, I won't focus
Yeah.
on the letters. And some letters were very difficult. Those
Yeah.
were the B and the D and stuff like that. You know, but you know, the I and the L's. You know, so that would, you know. But other than that, yeah.
So where do you see yourself the next 5 years from now?
If I'm not dead, because age,
Yeah.
the family dies young. But then again, I'm getting healthy, guys. I'm getting healthy. 5 years from now, I see myself opening up more to God, trying to balance my soul more. The older we get, the more spiritual we get. I've noticed that. Because, I don't know, maybe we're trying to earn credit.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, your new baby. That's pretty inspiring too, you know? So we'll play,
You think you'd ever get married again?
I need to get divorced first.
No.
And I'm Catholic. So I've been separated going on over 4 years.
Wow.
I haven't seen my wife in over 4 years. Well, I seen her one day.
Did you have to go back to America?
One day,
yet?
I seen her actually one
Yeah.
day. I seen her one day 3 years ago. I seen her one day. She came to the house one day. Stayed the night. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
It stayed the night. Got her things. Left.
What do you think? Would you have to
say
go?
Goodbye.
Would you have to go back to America to get a divorce, or could you do it from online or with a lawyer? Or
Sure.
does she want to get divorced?
I don't know. I haven't asked her. She hasn't asked me. I haven't been motivated to ask her. I don't know I'm Catholic.
Yeah.
So that's a back in my head, you know. And I'm trying to get more
Yeah.
spiritual. That stays in my head. But I thought about it.
Yeah. No, there's no reason really if you don't need to.
I tried to reach out to her over and over again. Constantly reach out with her. She doesn't want to go on Facebook.
Yeah.
So I email her over and over and over again. I used to text her. She used to text me a little bit, and then it's been a year she stopped texting me. So I just assumed she
Well, you know, I meet a lot of guys though
found
that are.
somebody else, I
Yeah.
assume.
I meet a lot of guys that are estranged from their family. You know, sometimes it's their children, sometimes it's their ex-wife. You know, and other members of their family, and that's why they come here and they kind of.
Right.
Yeah.
she's a friend,
Yeah.
not a wife.
Yeah.
I can't love her that way no more. But I love her. I can never. How can you
Well, I may
hurt somebody
Yeah.
that's been so close for such a long
Yeah.
time?
Yeah.
I couldn't do that, and I don't want to go about into anything else, but you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's hard to have your emotions in two different countries, you know, especially when you
Yeah.
can't go back to the other one, and
I know,
everybody else has kind of moved on, you
yeah,
know, and
people don't. Yeah, I don't want to go into that either.
yeah,
But I forgive.
yeah, yeah, you have to.
I forgive. You can't forget, but
No.
you can forgive.
Yeah, you can forgive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Eddie, it's been great seeing you again, and
Yeah.
thank you so much for the interview. And what's the name of your YouTube channel?
Oh gosh, guys, it's hold on.
You don't have it memorized?
Hold on. No. I got to mention. No, I don't. No, I wanted to put it.
Right.
It's Kiki in the Philippines. And by the way, for all you Filipinos out there,
Yeah.
okay? Let me turn this off.
Okay.
For all you Filipinos out there, the reason why it's Kiki, it's not a pun on words. It's not to be a pervert. It's not to be something stupid. But all my life, like I said earlier in the interview, my mother would yell out the window, Kiki Tony! My brother's name is Anthony. My name is Enrique. And Enrique here is Ricky. Ricky there stands for Ricardo. There it's Kiki or Kike.
Yeah.
Mine was Kiki. I came here to let my family know, hey, it's Kiki in the Philippines.
Right.
Anyway, I did about 29 videos because I listened to Old Dog New Tricks that I should have. And by the way, I'm sorry for calling him in the first video Old Man New Tricks, but it's Old Dog New Tricks. And in P in the Philippines, I will call her. I will call her P in the Philippines instead of the Filipino P.
Yeah.
Right? I make that mistake all the time. Let's get that straight. Anyway, I would where's my at? Okay, yeah. For 29 videos, I would come out with that, and I didn't know what it meant. And finally, I did a series called "The Businesses of the Boulevard," and I talked to a couple that I talked to a couple there, and they asked me, "So what's your YouTube channel?" I go, "Kiki in the Philippines," and she kind of looked at me, looked at her husband, smiled, and then when I was talking to her husband, he goes, "Excuse me, why Kiki?" I go, "It's Kiki in the Philippines. It's my name." "Oh, do you know what it stands for here?" I go, "No." He goes, "It's a part of the body." I go, "What part?" "A woman's part." I go,
Oh
"Vagina?"
no.
And she goes, She slaps my hand.
Oh.
Yes. I go, oh shit. So guys, I'm nothing but a pussy.
Yeah. You might want to
That's the
change.
truth.
You might want to change that.
No, it's my name.
Okay,
It's my
yeah.
name. It's.
At least
why would I
spell it
change
differently or something. Huh?
It's it's my name. It's how is it's who I am.
Okay.
It's who I am. It's my.
Nice going back to Cuba, right?
I own it. It's not just Cuba. Everybody.
Yeah.
Anybody who's Enrique,
Yeah.
it's either Kiki or Kike.
Okay. I didn't know that.
But Kike is spelled Kike.
Yeah.
Kiki is Kiki.
Okay.
And in the United States, when I said, listen, I'm no longer a young kid. Like when you call me Kike, like Uncle Enrique, and he goes, no, Kike, you don't want to be called Kike here, Kike. He goes, why? It's spelled Kike, and that's a defamatory word for the Jewish man.
Yeah. Okay.
So I said, oh, I don't want to go there, so
Yeah.
I'm Kiki.
All right. All right. Well,
Right?
thanks again. Hope to see you
Right,
around
guys?
soon, and best of luck.
Kiki in the Philippines.
Yeah. We'll check-
Please watch, okay?